ba 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 bow. Pew pew Voss.
I can't wait to bleed out.
Yeah, I'm honestly like a little jealous, but anyways.
What?
Millennial
Thank you.
memes, am I right?
Yeah, I am going to.
Bleed.
I am going to use Fighting Spirit for the third time today. And attack 3 times because, you know, seems like a wise choice.
Maybe 4 if you get a crit.
Maybe. That's going to be 21.
21 is a hit.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh. 26 damage.
27 damage, because you have the
Right,
plus 1 on.
sorry, 27
Yeah.
damage. Thank you, thank you.
I'm unconscious now. I can pay attention to only to make sure that you guys are
Attack number dose is a
That's a miss.
16. I believe you. Attack number 3 is a 23,
That's a hit.
which is going to land for 29
Oh,
damage.
it's massive. It's massive. But it doesn't bring her down.
I believe you.
Every strike she pulls herself back up, although she's definitely on the back foot now that her sword's been stripped from her. There's lots of, like, parrying with the armor on the arms and things like that, and just slightly keeping herself alive.
Outside of that, I will just say to the room, I guess, get Rakath up and find Tanuma. I will deal with her. That's my turn.
Rakath!
Give me a moment. I gotta scroll up.
Rakath is not looking so good.
Could
My
be worse.
The phalanx is gonna... They're gonna march forward, but they're not gonna, like, actually risk their necks getting near this Jedi battle. Sith battle.
Sith battle. Definitely
yeah.
a Sith
Rofi.
battle. This is not a Jedi battle. No one here is good.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Rofi has no honor. He's gonna shoot. I hope.
Yeah.
Really excited for her to shoot with her crossbow again.
Yeah, no, I'm expecting her to just be like, bitch!
She actually, with surprising skill, parries the slug out of the air and has a look, like, bleeding from the mouth. It's like, I'll take that off your corpse.
Oh, she liked it. Okay, she's like, I want that.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah. I mean, especially with literally my plan for my next turn. I also bonus action keep heat metal up so she can't pick up the sword.
Yeah, the sword is glowing red on the ground.
It's making a red spot on the ground.
Yuna.
And that's my turn.
Rofi, do you have a potion on you?
Nope.
You can move through your soldiers. They are willing.
They better be. Tell them to move up as well.
they better move out of the way. Like
And
That's it.
I mean, so here's the unfortunate thing, right? I could stabilize Rakath and he could wake up in 1d4 hour later. Time slots. Or I could kill him and resurrect him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It actually
Yeah,
seems like a more Yuna thing to wait for him to die and resurrect him.
just wait, he might do the
Just
nat 20.
hold it out. I might be fine.
Yeah, he might be fine.
But if he has 1 HP, he can be up.
Yes. But I believe there are downsides to being resurrected with Revivify in terms of...
No, Revivify is just speed.
Okay.
It's not
You
like
just
the
have
other
a
ones
minute
which cause a
to do it.
downside. You just have to be
Okay.
there fast enough. I think. I haven't seen it for a long time.
I think you're right. I don't remember. It's been a while since
I can ping the spell slot, but yeah, like, there's no...
Let's leave it a mystery. Oh.
There's no immediate
No
downsides. No,
mystery.
you and your mysteries.
Yeah.
Let's leave it at aw.
1 hit point.
The diamonds is the obvious cost.
Yeah.
Which we do have.
Yeah. Okay.
So do we kill Rakath?
I would say no, but it's up to you.
Don't
We'll
this
see.
turn. Let's see what
No,
happens.
no, no.
What
Don't,
happened? You
don't
might roll
kill.
20.
Let me
You
go
might
through my
kill.
one more death save, and then we'll see where things
you
are
never
at.
know. He might roll
You
a
are
20.
earned a 20 by now, and who knows?
I don't think that's how that works. Given
that's
my
a
luck.
The
I
dice
think the
gods
mode
give
is
it,
at
and the
one.
dice gods take
Okay.
it away, and the dice gods take it away, and the dice gods take it away.
To be honest with you, though,
The Ronin is going to start her turn. She is going to, she's bleeding all over from when the hits strike. She is going to. Samurai armor is a lot of areas connected by ropes and fabrics, often actual metal ropes in Narashiro. She is going to take an area and just tighten it as hard as possible. You can almost hear
Kylo Ren.
everything struggling as she's going to second wind. She's then going to disengage 10 feet, action surge, and she is going to ready her hand crossbow like an old west revolver and unleash some shots. Let me get
What at who?
first one's a crit.
Great.
So, oh dear. Wait, she fires more than once? Dang, she's got crossbow expert.
stop rolling Magic the Gathering dice.
Yeah. What is with you and crits today? Holy
I
out
am
of
using a
there.
different dice. I am. I will put this dice over here. You will see.
Thank
You will see. I mean, it's also got a nice little crit
It's
symbol,
not going to change
but,
anything. It's just we're just gonna get more.
too late,
crits,
the damage
'cause
has been
That's
done.
what's today.
Well, the damage hasn't been done yet. You haven't said
Well,
it.
It's
it depends who
only
it's shot at.
going to be 8. Oh no, it's a crit. 11 piercing damage on the first strike, Voss. Her damage is waning as she's weakening. It's not a entirely. It's a great hit, but not as great as possible. She's then going to make another attack as that hits, which is a miss, and then she's going to make another attack because she can make 2, which is going to hit. For 8 piercing, and then because that hit,
Okay.
she can make her last and final attack as she uses Dance with the Devil to miss. So she basically just unleashes a burst of crossbow bolts at you. And, some of them hit. And she is
Okay.
going to have that. The animated objects are deceased.
I mean, I guess this is a great time for me to second win myself, but I should attack.
I know what I'm
first.
doing next round.
I'm just going to charge at her and attack. Not at advantage this time. Just a regular series of attacks.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, nasty.
I'm assuming that's a miss.
It's a miss. It's a miss.
Just maybe. Just
Just
maybe.
making sure. Just making sure.
I have no drama to do. Oh, that's
Great.
great. I was gonna say, even though she's backing up and she's she's clearly very injured. She's clearly, and there seems to be no medics in the building. That last one is going to be a hit.
Okay. So that's going to be 26.
27.
27.
27
Not
damage.
quite a kill. It's the whole thing. She managed to parry, and then you just get one strike through and out.
And that's what I'll
Oh,
second.
that second win though.
That is a
Good
good
one.
second win. Not as good as hers, but still quite good.
And that is ticked off. Okay, and that is my turn.
Someone
Oh,
else
my
who's
God.
ticked off is
There
Raka.
we go.
It's not in that 20.
No.
No, it isn't.
It was
But
not.
we still have one more before, and then if I die that way, you can still just res me. Don't stab me.
It's gonna be
This is
fine.
true. This is
I'm not
true.
gonna
Don't
stab
stab
you.
me. There's no point. I will die naturally.
Rofi.
Matter of time.
Can I use my turn to take the sword that she dropped, take the magical enhancement off it, and put it on Voss's armor?
That's too many
No.
things.
That's not how these things work. They crumble apart
Okay,
after
yeah,
use.
that's fair. Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I respect the hustle. But that's
Okay,
a big
I am
note
gonna-
from me, dog.
I am gonna pick up the sword though. I would drop heat metal, so that's gone. Pick up the sword. And you know what? I am still gonna do that though. Put my own one on there. Whoop. So I use my action to chuck that on there, and I use my bonus action to drop the heat metal. So that is my turn.
Okay.
Yuna.
So you have a +1 to armor now.
Sick. 21 AC, baby.
Muted, damn it. Alright, how hurt does Voss look?
Voss is hanging in there. You know, it's a good one because they're both of the combatants in this battle, this duel, are heavily injured, but they are pushing through. They are continuing to move and strike and move and strike and bandage their wounds quickly, and they're both okay. He's bloodied, which means he's at least half health, but less than half health, but
Alright. Because I'm trying to be respectful of what he wants, but I also need to help. I'm going to use my object interaction to pick up the psychic dagger from Raka.
It's on my arm.
It is bolted in or whatever.
Yeah.
Strapped on.
We did design it that
This
way.
came up before.
Yeah. Because I was not able to be like thrown.
It's the flick
like,
out
yeah.
Yeah. So it will take my full action to grab it.
Yes.
He has a parrying dagger.
I do have
He
a
does have a
parrying
parrying
dagger.
dagger.
That one's
Not
right
what
there.
I don't
available.
want a weapon. I want something I can heal.
Gotcha.
Well, that's fine. We'll get Raka back up then. I'll take I'll take
God damn it.
the dagger's attack to his arm, and I will stab myself with it.
Oh shit!
Okay.
That's
I mean,
actually really yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll the attack on it. It's a natural 20.
Just
I'm rolling. Why are you rolling?
no,
the attack?
it's This is not an attack. This
This
is
is-
physically stat. It's just the damage, so not of a crit.
Okay.
I literally was doing it so I could ping the damage so it was closer, but I'm gonna grab one that isn't that.
I
I
told
love
you
that
you were
fucking
earned, you had
Single
earned a
damage,
crit.
right?
Yeah. Oops.
unreal.
Oof.
So that's two. Oh
Okay.
wow, that's a lot of damage there.
I'm on 2 health.
Wow, that's actually a really fucking inventive
It's
way
more
of
health.
getting him up. Wow. I
Half
like
the
only
psychic
heal half.
damage.
No, heal as much as the psychic damage dealt is what the
Oh.
item is.
Oh yeah, it does say.
Like,
Yeah.
I made this item.
For some reason, I thought it was
I
half.
know what it does. It heals 4.
That's good. Okay,
Alright.
so he's up.
The more we know.
I'm pretty sure you would have gone down when you went down anyway.
I
No, I
absolutely
didn't
would have.
give
There
a
was
shit
no
about
doubt. I'm
Yeah.
really not worried about it.
Okay. That's pretty dramatic. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, good.
Ugh.
Yeah, I like the idea that boss is like in this intense duel. He's the scream. Oh, good, he's alive. Continue.
Well, it's my turn.
Okay.
God
That was
damn.
smart.
Hey, thanks. I hate it.
The
was
Ronin is going to. Yerp. Going to equip a dagger. Crossbow onto the belt. Dagger out. I don't have enough dice now. I put the dice away and now I'm lacking dice. You did
Good.
this.
Good. Use
Luckily,
less
she
crit
still
points.
hits.
Well,
Well, okay, fine.
You know,
I did
For
ask
her
for
hitting
this.
21 isn't as unbelievable as an inanimate object, so I'm not.
She's gonna deal 7 slashing, followed by a miss, followed by a miss. But she's taking a bit more of a defensive posture. Shifting and moving, ducking and weaving. Voss!
Well, let's see what happens.
Oh!
You killed me!
probably. Hopefully.
It's gonna be 34 slash.
34 with that plus to damage is exactly the amount you need to knock her down.
Yeah, so this is
to down
actually
her.
perfect because this is literally what I wanted to do. Is this attack just a big slash and then just kind of a kick to the leg, I guess. To
Yeah.
bring her down to a knee.
Down to a knee.
And then my
Yep.
second attack, which I'm not even gonna make, is just
To
gonna
the
like
neck.
rest the blade on the top of her neck, and I'm just gonna look down at her and just say, "Are you ready?"
She is going, like, she kind of has her eyes look deeper into the apartment, and then up to Voss, and then briefly to Una, then up to Voss. Is like, I have value. I can help you.
I'm not gonna.
that choice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything immediately. You're just gonna see Voss's head just look to Yuna, basically.
Save the
Yeah,
haste
it's just
action.
totally like a thumbs up,
Yeah.
thumbs down movement.
This is the part in the RPG where you take the good or evil choice.
I want her and the Weavers on our side. I wasn't lying when I said that.
Cool. I raise my sword and swing it down directly in front of her,
We can
and
knock
then
her out.
just grab her and knock her out.
Yeah.
That's the damage.
Okay.
So she's unconscious.
Just. Are we still in turn order presently?
If you want to be.
I guess technically that's my second attack. Is there
There's
even
no
anything
combatants in the room. You know there are weavers down in the floor below, but if you're not really, you know, it's kind of up to you. They're not like attacking you or anything.
If we take her back.
The reason I ask is because I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on her.
Well, she's not.
She's
bleeding
not
out.
dying. She's not.
I-
dying.
No,
Okay,
exactly
fine, cool.
zero. So she
Exactly
was
zero?
fine, yeah.
Okay, I missed that.
That was just
Yeah.
thematic. She's at 0.
Okay.
When you knock NPCs to zero, you have the option in 5e to either knock them out or kill them.
I just didn't hear that she was exactly
I
at
was
zero. That's
probably
why I
gonna
did
let you knock her out anyway because that was what
Yeah.
Erin was kind of suggesting, but still,
Yes.
it was perfect.
that. It worked out. We're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's really whether you're gonna keep charging downstairs in the same adrenaline or momentum, or whether you're gonna take a moment, whether you're gonna head back. It's all.
I mean,
up
I'm
to you.
certainly gonna yell at the 3 people who didn't follow orders and didn't move on their turn.
You told them to hold. You told them to keep the line.
No, I told them to move.
Oh,
To
I didn't
follow-
hear that.
what's her
So
name?
they held the
Yeah.
last order they heard, which was hold here.
No, I told them to move up. If you're not here, you're wrong.
They can do that.
Um,
That's fine.
we could
Form an
take
awkward
her
line.
back and use her to get the Weavers on our side and then hunt down Tanuma separately. Because the Weavers are going to follow her over Tanuma.
Yeah. I feel if we continue chasing after Chinuma, it will become extremely dangerous, and we will have to kill many weavers in the process.
I think this is
We have
the
a
best
lot.
way to spare as many people as possible and get the Weavers on our side.
I agree.
Oh, boss, can you help me chop off these guys' heads?
Oh yes, of course.
I need them for later.
Nothing would bring me greater pleasure than assisting you in the dissection of a sun elf paladin. I'll just kind of look to one of these samurai guys and just point at the road and just be like, take her. and then I'll come over here and help you
Okay.
do
Yeah.
that.
And I'm gonna message.
I am
Kato
gonna
the teleporter.
do. I'm gonna do one of these real quick and look around the area for anything, and including the bodies of the two Sun Elves.
Oh,
Just trying to see
they're,
if there's anything we can grab real quick.
the Sun Elf bodies hurt to look at with magic.
Oh, good. Yep, that makes sense.
The
My eyes just aged.
the rest of the chamber, there's not a whole lot of grand interest. Whatever Tanuma had, she basically took with her in the
Yeah, I figured as
while
much.
that you took.
One
Can
thing
I
will
check? Oh, go sorry.
No, I was just gonna say one thing I will suggest we do is take the Sun Elf weapons. Racket
Agreed.
and add them to his collection.
Sure.
I
edition.
deliberately took that katana, so I've got that.
Yeah, you've got the Ronin's weapon. Yeah, I'll take the two Sun Elf weapons as well.
Can I look at the area that Tanuma spent a long time in before she ran?
You want to go
Just around
downstairs?
the corner. No, like the.
She went
Is that
downstairs.
down-
Yeah. Which you know from the layout of the building is the way out. And also where the Weavers
Right,
went.
never
and
mind then.
Other soldiers in the room and stuff. Yeah.
I mistook the layout of the building. Yeah, never mind. That's fine.
All right.
What kind of weapons were they wielding again? I don't recall from last time.
They're
Those Sun
bastard
Elves?
swords.
Yeah.
They are a kind of like, you know, they are the kind of fantastical bastard sword falchion. It's not really a practical, realistic weapon, but they're kind of the
Okay, I've got 3 of those
shape.
now. Then.
Pretentious broadsword.
Yeah.
pretentious
Yeah.
broadsword. They use the rules for like the half broadsword or whatever I have somewhere, but you're not using them in combat anyway. You're just
No, they're
collecting them.
They're wrapped up in cloth and carried away.
I will behead these two Sun Elves and I guess just carry them by their little ponytails.
Oh, little
As-
ponytails. Sun elves like almost never cut their hair. Their hair is incredibly long.
Oh, that makes it super easy then.
Yeah, you could swing them over your shoulders. yeah.
Put them over your shoulder like a continental soldier. Am I right, fellas?
I will.
No.
Just to basically just go through the portal with my sword over my shoulder, holding the two heads
Yeah,
of these
yeah.
Sun Elves.
Like a freaking Warhammer 40k character.
Exactly.
You all.
While I was going to say, while all this is happening, to make sure we're not interrupted, I've got darkness on the stairs.
Cool. Very
Cast-
sensible. You do all the housework you need to do, all the cleaning up, and take the teleporter back. It works. You head back to the Garden of Blood, the arena. The Daimau's box in the arena where the other teleporter is. Kato is sitting at the kind of window, like literally on the window pane, watching. There's not really much particular expression on your head. You know, you went to do something and you did. What's the plan, team?
So is Kato like in the same room as us, or
Yes.
she's
She's in the same room. It's like a big long chamber, so you can see her when she comes in. She can see you. She just doesn't come up to you or anything.
Yeah, I'll just approach her and just like hold aloft the heads of these two Sun Elves and just be like, "Look with your own eyes.
Look with your special eyes.
Witness me."
She makes a face of distaste, but nods. Good. Were there more?
Not that we saw. These two fought, were slain, their souls stolen.
I erased the
Deprived.
one. It's gone.
Oh yeah, Yuna destroyed one of them to ensure
That
that
is
they would
super
not
dark.
confront whatever degenerate gods they hold dear in their afterlife. But there is no afterlife for that one.
I see no head of Tanuma.
This is also true. Tanuma used these two Sun Elves and this one, and I'll point to the Ronin, as a shield to buy herself enough time to cowardly escape,
That is
literally
how
throwing
she
her allies
fights.
to their doom.
That is how she fights. She will throw
They also
anyone
didn't
under the
seem
bus.
very surprised by us being there.
I suppose when you are spending your entire lives waiting to be attacked from the dark, you wouldn't be surprised when it happens.
Well, we can talk to the Sun Elves if you want. You can prepare a list of questions that you need answered in regards to their homeland and their allies.
That may be
That's why
necessary
you-
when we want to take the war to them. For now, we still have a traitor to hunt down and murder like a dog.
We might be able to use the fact that she left the Ronin for dead. We could turn the Ronin, which would in turn turn the Weavers. The Weavers are going to trust her over Tanuma.
My intelligence does tell me that the Weavers have no real allegiance to Tanuma, may not have even known who she is, other than an ally of the Ronin. So, after some time in some dungeons, I'm sure the Ronin can be a very useful asset.
Luckily, we have a world-class torturer among us.
She has a long look at Rakath. She's gonna roll an insight roll on you about whether she can trust you to deal with the Ronin and not do any funny business. She's gonna roll a 17.
I think that's good enough. I'm not hiding anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I wasn't expecting
Am I-
you to.
Yeah. Essentially, at this point, Rakath is pissed, but he's also not interested in. He's not really interested in the Ronin at all. He's interested in Tanuma. So, as far as he's concerned, the Ronin is just a tool. So he won't necessarily dispose of her, but he's also got no.
Oh, she wasn't planning on expecting that.
Yeah.
She will.
It's mostly just neutral towards the Ronin at this
She
point.
will nod to Voss at that, and you can take her to your dungeons and do with her as you see fit, but having her alive would be useful. And loyal.
Keeping her alive is something we can do. Loyalty is something we'll have to work on. I don't know how you can fully trust someone who has proven themselves on multiple accounts to be a traitor in the truest sense of the word, but we will find a use for her.
I think the easiest way would be just to make sure she knows that, the whole we want to recruit the Weavers, not make them slaves again. That would probably make it a lot easier to convince her to help.
True.
I don't know. I have a good feeling about the Ronin.
Yeah.
I'm sure all will be revealed
Kato
in due time.
nods and motions for you to do what you will. She will say that she will continue looking for any trace of Tanuma, but she will most likely be very careful and go into hiding again.
I am going to quickly sit down at whatever table is nearby, and I'm going to write out a note, and I'm going to hand it to Kato. And it is essentially just orders from me to the scouts that I have at the Torturer's Tavern to keep an eye out, keep it down the down low, and that these orders are from me and my signature and my nightly seal with the Order of the Torturers, which is not something I use very often, but here we are.
Okay.
Just so that they know it's coming from me. And just going to say,
Oh, repose
I
the
will
heads.
give you some additional cooperation.
She nods and immediately hands it to her second in command, the priestess wearing weaved whites and serpent greens.
Rakav bows lightly to this second in command, and then bows a little bit more deeply to Kato, and then just walks out.
Back
Then one
home!
The one last thing I will say to Kato as we go out is just again gesturing to one of her guys, whoever is carrying the body of the one that fell.
Yeah.
And I'll just basically tell
Oh,
them
that was left. They're not
Oh, they wouldn't have
taking
taken that?
They had to carry the Ronin back.
It took 3 of them to carry the Ronin.
Ronin is a samurai in full like plate armor. It does take 2 of them.
I was just expecting them
That's
to.
They
fair.
were
Two of them
also
is fair.
and it was
but that's
4-4.
pretty
So
useless.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why they got to be meat shields.
All right, well, I'll
True,
just tell
true.
her then.
that was
since
what
we
they
don't
were
have the
intended to
corpse.
be.
I'll just tell her, regrettably, as is obvious by who we were returning with, one of your soldiers fell.
Yes.
But take solace in the fact that she fought bravely and died well. And that's
She
it.
will nod at that.
And then we leave. Or I leave anyways, unless anyone else is doing something.
Back home! And yes, you can take the heads.
Yes.
Wouldn't have even expected that Voss would have offered them. Just walks out
No,
with the heads.
he's just walking out with them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There is
I did
no
ask
way.
if you wanted to answer any questions, you know, that they had more allies
She
in
doesn't seem
town, or-
particularly interested in that right now. She said that might be useful later.
Yeah.
We can use it now though because she won't want it for at
Use it
least
now.
10 days.
Yeah,
So-
you've got a yeah, pretty much.
We've got a window.
You do. Awesome.
I am curious. The reason why I destroyed one soul, not the other, was because I want to make sure I can still talk to the one that doesn't have a soul anymore.
Ah, that's cool.
I just want to. Yeah.
This is like a control group
Yeah.
fucking test
This
right
is
now.
science, is
We're
what this is.
testing Yuna's hypothesis right now.
You're going home and are
know
going
if
to
I can-
immediately test this, or is this just
Yeah.
postulating this question? Okay.
The real question is where I'm putting the heads.
Well, can I
there's
borrow
space in
them?
the dungeon.
Well, I mean, tomorrow what I would
Dungeon bedroom.
If I can
Right.
borrow them to go make a speech real quick, that'll go over super well with the folks back home, and then you can just.
That's
Oh
actually
yeah, take the
completely
the
fair.
one.
The
Yeah,
one you
take
don't
the-
need. Yeah.
Yeah, the one.
You're going to
that-
need to
we don't have
mark
a
them
question about.
somehow. One of them has a soul, one of them doesn't. How
Just
do
a
you...
1 on the one and then a 2 on
Putting
the
right
other.
an S on the
so
forehead
neither
of
one
the
of
one that
the-
has the soul, but it's like the Stussy S, like the 3 lines, and you just 3 lines.
No. I'm
No.
not allowing that.
no,
I
no,
hate
not
that.
allowing this
Anything
potentially
like that.
important plot object to be graffitied.
100% just kidding.
Like a
But yeah,
school desk.
Yeah.
Just do like an
Yeah.
X on one of them. This is the one with no soul.
Yeah.
Done.
So you can take the one with the soul because I have the soul gem that I know I can speak to.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll bring it back.
Tomorrow-
I just need to borrow it for a sec.
Tomorrow, not today, I would do gentle repose on both of them. I can't do it today.
She already did them
Oh,
just to
it's a
make sure
ritual,
that
so I
they're
can do
good.
it.
Yeah, she's good on that.
I already cast
Oh,
it.
okay,
did
cool.
it.
Never mind then.
Um,
Oh, you did?
when
fine.
you
You did.
Voss can
I
go
missed
on.
it, my
Okay,
bad.
you get home. Voss can take one skull. You can keep the other. You cast Speak with Dead, and the mouth opens and the eyes glow.
Oh, good.
Can you give me a religion check? Anyone watching?
Hello.
I'd be very curious.
Oh. Better than expected.
Yeah, you all notice that everything like about these creatures, the sun elves, was golden. Even the soul you sucked out was like golden. This is just Yuna's magic. So it's probably like a worse connection. But it seems it doesn't really like Speak with Dead doesn't really interface with the soul. You kind of have a theory that it's almost like the imprint of the soul left on the body. So you're still good. Unless you're casting on a soul gem, of course, which is it's its own thing. Which means you can do both. You can ask the body and the meat, which is useful.
No,
The body and the meat, huh?
The soul and the meat.
yeah, we go.
Ask the flesh, consult the soul. I do like that. That's really good. Sorry, continue.
So what's your name?
Fuck.
Oh, fuck me! I didn't have a plan for this!
You have to know at this stage. We always ask.
I didn't expect her to call Speak with Dead immediately, and I also didn't ask you to expect you to
polite.
ask questions right now. I thought you were just gonna test. Their
cast a spell, I
name
gotta ask questions.
is Ivarsar.
Ooh. Any plants coming out of his back?
No,
Fuck off,
that's an
boy.
Ivasaur.
I was
No, it's
Different,
resisting
original,
making that joke.
and separate.
I didn't
And you
resist.
know what? I don't have to give you a name.
I appreciated it though.
I get an answer. The rules say I do.
Yeah, I know, but I could have just stopped
You
the
can
session
answer
right here.
inconsequential name.
How many Sun Elf allies did you come down here with?
Different order each time.
I'll look to Rakath.
Different order each time.
So it sounds like he's been down multiple times.
So, yes,
Each time he came down different number.
yes.
Should we ask the obvious follow-up, which is this latest time?
That is the obvious follow-up.
Or would it be, does he know of any Sun Elves still currently down here?
That would be more appropriate.
Are you aware of any Sun Elves that are or may be down here?
My brother in arms.
Yeah, he's dead.
No.
Ask how they got down here. Ask how they
I
got
think
down.
we know, don't we?
Do we know?
They went through the dragon.
We know of a way, but we don't know if that's how they got down.
That's true.
Okay.
Sure.
Also, I'm not in the room.
You're not in the room.
Okay. How did you get down here this last time?
A human bard sent a message. Opened the way.
Huh.
Well, it sounds like the Sun Elves have human allies.
Well, it makes sense that, like,
You actually can
Surface
give
has
me
lots of those, right?
history checks right now, if you wish.
I do wish.
It might mean that there's more than one place to invade.
16. It's not terrible.
Rakath, you remember months ago there were wanted posters for the Devil in Gold and their associates, but you don't remember the specifics. If you could find them, you think that could be relevant? It's probably connected, but you wouldn't remember that there's a human with them. But it's just that's
I am going
immediately
to-
where your mind would think.
Having that initial thought, I'm just gonna.
Where is Draco? He would have newspapers. Where's Draco?
I'm actually gonna call in down the corridor.
Draco, do you have a newspaper from months ago?
Do
around
you
the
have
Golden
any?
Devil?
Do you have any questions left for the skull?
Do you have? Oh, do you? That was.
We have
4.
one left.
One
I felt like you had one left. Yes. Before you.
Ooh.
You can ask about Tunuma if you want, but I don't think he would know much.
No, we ask him about the group that he came down with. The bard and their names. Everyone in that group, who they were.
That messenger bard and the people he traveled with. Can you give me their names?
That I can.
That's the answer.
Mhm.
So 10 days.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck.
I didn't say give me the names. I said can
Clever.
you give the names? And I knew as I was saying.
I know. I
There's a
saw the.
possibility.
I saw the look on your face.
You did,
I love the idea of Rolls just staring at it, waiting, then the realization.
Rakath-
of,
Gav is shaking his head immediately. Just.
But we have the other one.
you can cast
Well,
on the
actually,
other
we can do
hand.
it now. Actually, wait, can we do it now?
You have the
On the
soul
other
gem.
Is it a ritual?
Is it a ritual? Can I do it today?
No, it isn't a
No.
ritual.
This is a tomorrow activity. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I would like to nap as well.
yeah, sleep time.
Are you gonna go to Draco for newspapers?
Yes, please.
Jareko will go up with you to the upstairs room where there are boxes of newspapers. And you can give me an investigation check with advantage to find a newspaper from the right day.
Thank you, Jareko. Thank you for your help. It's a 20.
You do. You find in one of the papers there are the sketches. And Jareko will say, first of all, like, you know, they were executed, right? Like, there's records.
Yes.
I might even be able to find an image. Like, there's a really nice engraving of their execution. It was very artfully done.
I would love that. If you do happen to have it, of course, only.
Didn't we learn in game that was a farce?
Yeah,
Yes,
but Jareko...
Jareko didn't, and Rakath isn't going to burst that bubble for him.
I'm gonna burst the bubble for him. It was a lie.
Well, it was still a lovely
Rico,
engraving.
I've had a rough day. No time for this nonsense.
I would still like.
He
the
doesn't push it.
engraving.
He doesn't push it.
If you do have that engraving, I would still be very interested. Because I'd be
So-
curious to see what the difference
You
is.
have the wanted posters. The posters don't have names. But you do have the wanted posters that you can quite... I mean, now that you've seen Sun Elves in person, it is very clear that the... and these are all like woodblock prints, right? The Devil in Gold is very clearly a Sun Elf. Not that that's a surprise, but the features, the square jaw and everything, makes them look like a Sun Elf, though very short hair.
Okay.
There is then a human. Humans are recognizable. You have a good deal of them as slave stock every now and again.
I know Roger quite well.
You know Rogie. And he's just a kind of nondescript human. Male, assumedly. Hard to tell with humans. Not like Drow, where it's so obvious. There is a woman that has like cut gems for eyes. It's like they've been placed there. It's very strange. She has horns as well.
Would that look familiar to me?
No. Ah! History roll.
Okay.
So I have a wanted poster for the Devil
And then
in
there's the
Gold.
last one, which is a mermaid. Mermaids do exist around here. Well, yeah, because it's actually a close-up of the sort of head. It is clearly a mermaid when actually Serena was often mistaken for a lamia, but it's quite clear like this.
Right.
No, Tesh, no. You have never seen this woman before in your life.
So I've listed them out as wanted poster for the Devil in Gold, wanted poster the Human Bard, wanted poster the Gem-eyed Woman, and wanted poster the Mermaid.
And then when there is the engraving, Drake could find, all four of them strung up in the ceiling, being executed by the War Strider. And it does look like them. It really does.
The irony.
It was
I have that listed
it was a
down as
very
engraving.
good ploy by the government to make it seem like there was no more danger.
So in terms of looks, does it look like they pulled the faces from the wanted posters, or does it look like they pulled the faces
It's
from the
really
event?
hard to tell from an engraving.
I know.
Insight roll, I suppose. Because this is more what they would have done.
Yeah.
Your sort of knowledge of this kind of thing.
No, I have no idea.
Too hard.
Too hard.
Brain hurty.
Brain
Yeah.
hurty.
Yeah. Stabbed Una today. Not feeling good. That's the kind of.
Stab me, I stab me.
That's the kind of guilty.
Yeah, but he woke up stabbing
That's
you.
a quote.
Yeah.
Someone put that in. You didn't stab me, I stabbed me.
But honestly though, like that's the kind of psychic energy that heals you, and you feel really guilty for it. Like, that is like I have this feeling that anytime I heal with that psychic energy, I'm like taking some of the energy from my own emotion that I'm putting into the strike. And when I'm not putting it into the strike, and I'm just waking up when the blade is in Yuna, it just makes me sad. And I think that I'm just in a depressive state at the moment because of it.
That's okay. You can't fade. You'll be fine. I'm 70% sure.
I have no idea.
What would you like to do now?
Sleep.
Sleep? Sleep?
Well,
is good.
putting the Ronin down in the dungeon, locking her up.
Yeah, you would have done that already. You wouldn't be doing all this with that. We will go to Voss because Voss wants to make a speech after a break because we like to put a lot of excitement into what Josiah's about to do and give a break beforehand and really hype it up. Really, very important speech that Voss is going to make.
Look,
it's going to be a real banger. We'll come back to that soon.
Witness my behold.